Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my live. I'm just going to invite people, give a chance to people to jump on. So just bear with me. If you do jump on, say hello. Let me know you're there so I can say hello back. And just inviting people. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Let's see who we've got. Hi Casey, hi Shannon. So I'm using my, ring light from my beauty box thing that I got, my selfie trunk. So I'm looking a lot more, wow, how you doing? I've done my eyes, but I haven't done my face. And the reason why I haven't done my face is because today I'm gonna go through all the different foundations we have and I'm gonna show you what they actually look like. So get ready, okay? So if you want any of these foundations and you want to be color matched, just message me or put in the comments match and I will message you and we can work out what will suit you best. Okay, so those that are joining me that don't know me, my name is Narelle and I am a Younique presenter and I'm a blue status Younique presenter. So therefore I sell awesome makeup. So it's all mineral based. It's not tested on animals. It's really good makeup. Okay, so what I'm going to start off with is I'm going to start with our light coverage foundation, which is our BB cream. Okay, so this one also acts as like a moisturizer. So I'm not actually going to have any primer on. Okay, so I've got no primer on my face whatsoever. Hi Casey. So no primer whatsoever on my face right now. Okay, and the reason is because this one here, which is the BB cream, acts as actually like a moisturizer for your skin as well. Okay, so if I had the primer on, because the primer like puts a barrier between your pores and your foundation, it is going to stop this from actually doing its job, which is moisturize your skin at the same time. Okay, so it is very hydrating. It's a tinted moisturizer, so it means that it's got just a little bit of light coverage, okay? So it's just gonna even out your skin tone. So today I'm gonna be using honey, which is a little bit darker than what I usually use, but I'm going to give that a go. And I'm going to use, you can put this on with your fingers if you so wish. There's no ifs, buts about on how you do it, but I'm gonna use my Liquid Touch foundation brush. So I'm just gonna put that on here and I'm going to show you what it looks like on without anything else on. Okay, so it's going to look a little bit darker than what I normally wear, but it's a light coverage, so actually, Shannon, I actually mix this usually in with my Liquid Touch foundation. So it just gives it that little extra moisture. So you can still use your primer when you're doing it like that. You use your primer and you mix it in with your foundation, with your Liquid Touch foundation, which is what I do. And I usually mix in with my concealer as well. And it just gives you that little extra moisture. So if you've got dry skin, it's perfect for that. Okay, and it also leaves a dewy effect, okay, because you've got to remember, it is a moisture foundation, okay? So you basically see how it's still evened out my skin tone, but it's only very light coverage, so it's just like a moisturizer. Okay, you would put it on like you would a moisturizer, and it does leave, like I said, a very dewy effect because it's a moisturizer. Okay, but it does even out my skin tone. So notice most of the redness is gone, but you still can see my skin basically because of the fact that it's only light coverage. Okay, so that's good. That one's really good for people that do have dry skin but don't have any like don't have blemishes or anything like that, have really good skin, and they don't wear much like foundation. Okay, so the BB cream is the perfect person for that one. So if you want to just have a little bit of tinted foundation on, but you don't want to be like too much, then that's the one to go for. It gives you moisture, it's great for your skin, and it just evens out all that redness. Okay, so that is the BB cream. Now, if you want a little bit more of a matte effect when you're using this and you want a little bit more coverage, then what you would do is you would use the powder foundation. Okay, so this is the powder foundation. As you can see, it's mostly gone because I used to use this as a setting powder. Hi Karen, how are you? Okay, so I used to use this as a setting powder. So what you would do is you would get, it does come with a sponge thing on there, but I kind of lost it. But yeah, you just get a brush and you would get it on your brush. I'm going to do just half my face to show you how it gives you a little bit more coverage, and it puts it down to a little bit less dewy. Okay, so it will put it down to a more matte. Okay, so I'm just going to tap it in. Oh, here comes my son. He's not a happy chappy. Okay, so it gives you a little bit more coverage. Okay, so this one here is awesome to go over your makeup. This one's the liquid, the Touch Mineral Pressed Powder. Okay, Mineral Touch Pressed Powder Foundation. Okay, and this one is actually an organza. Okay, so I'm just putting that over my BB cream so that you can see that it gives you extra coverage if you wanted that extra coverage. Okay, so notice this one will give you like a dewy effect, and it's not, you can still see some of the blemishes, whereas I've got the powder over the top of this one, gives you more of a matte effect, and it covers up all those blemishes. Okay, so that is the difference between the BB cream and the pressed powder. Okay, and you can use the pressed powder on its own as well. You don't have to have it over the top of the BB cream if you don't want to. Okay, it will still give you great coverage. It's a great one to have with on the go, so you can just pop it in your bag, and when you're like, crap, I need something on my face, you can quickly get it out and just put it all over your face, and it just gives you that cover. Okay, so it's pretty cool. It still gives you the cover that you need. Okay, so you can tell the difference between half. Okay, so then we will go on to a bit more of a fuller coverage. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take off the BB cream on this side. Notice how red I've just gone. So that is with nothing on, and that is with the BB cream with the powder over the top. Okay, so you still get pretty good coverage. So because I'm going to now use another one, which is a cream, so Mineral Touch cream powder, okay, cream foundation, which comes in a compact as well, and also has this little thing here. Again, I used to use this all the time, but then I found it was just a little bit too heavy for me, so I stopped using that one. Okay, but if you liked like extra foundation, then that's the one to go. So I'm going to put a little bit of primer, okay, because it's always good to prime before you put your foundation on. So I'm just going to put that on half my face. Okay, so this one's a cream one. So that means that it's going to give you that extra coverage. So this one's for fuller coverage. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it looks like with that one. Then I'll take off this side and I'll put the Liquid Touch foundation over the top. Okay, so I'm using my foundation brush to apply this one. Okay, so I'm really getting it on there. And we're going to show you what it looks like. So I'm just going to paint it on. So this one for me is just a bit too oily, so I don't really like this one because I do have oily skin. Okay, so if you have an oily skin, it may not be the one for you, but you can mattify it by putting the powder over the top like I did with the other one. So it really depends. Okay, so this color that I've got here is taffeta, so it's a little bit darker than what I have been using. It's probably good for dry skin because it does have that extra matte, but it is a lot more heavier. Okay, so it really does depend on what you like. So yeah, this one's taffeta. Okay, so I'm just going to tap it into my skin because I like to get it into the pores. So this is how you will get it to sit in your pores properly too, okay? So if you're swiping it on like I've just done with the brush, you will get that effect that it's swiped on. So you'll see like lines and stuff. That's why you always come over with a brush and you use setting powder and stuff over the top of it to set it. Okay, so that is fuller coverage. Okay, so you can tell a difference. This one's a little bit lighter, but then you've got the fuller coverage. Now again, if you want to have a bit more of a matte effect, you can put over the setting powder as well, which is always good to use. Okay, and the setting powder will also dull down that matteness. So there we have it. So it's a lot more less shiny. And if you really wanted to have a little extra, go in again with your powder, okay? Because the powder is amazing as well, just to give you a bit more coverage. Yeah, it's really good coverage. This is the one that's going to give you a huge amount of coverage, but it also feels a lot thicker on your skin, I guess. Okay, so that is that side. Yeah, primer and the setting powder is a must when you want to have makeup sit really nice on your skin. Okay, so just go a little bit closer for you. So it gives you really good coverage, okay? Whereas this one is just the sort of the lighter coverage, but then with the powder on top, it gives you a little bit more medium sort of coverage. Okay, so it's always good. Okay, so now I'm going to take off this side and I'm going to show you what it looks like with the Liquid Touch foundation. So Casey and Crystal, while you're there, could one of you maybe share this onto my VIP page and my business page? That would be awesome. Thank you if you can do that. Okay, so I'm just going to take off this side. And these are our shine wipes, okay? These shine wipes are amazing. They don't have any of that yuckiness in it, so you're not gonna feel like your skin's on fire when you use it. And it only needs like one wipe and it does your whole face. It is amazing. I love it. It moisturizes your skin at the same time, so there's no yucky nasties in it. So it really is the best one that I have found. And that's our shine wipes. Okay, so that is my half face gone. So look at the difference between that side and this side. It's amazing on what foundation can actually do for your face. Okay, now I'm going to show you what it's like with the Liquid Touch foundation, which is our liquid gold in a bottle. So this one's my favorite. Okay, so this is the one I use. Thanks, honey. Okay, so I'm going to... You're not the only one, Karen. Not the only one. There is a lot out there, but that is why, like, I never really knew how to put makeup on either. But watching things like this, watching other people putting it on, actually learns. Yeah, that's right. You learn from watching other people do it, and then you just go and try it yourself, and then you'll be like shocked on how much you learn from doing it, and you keep trying, and you work out different ways on how it works on your skin and all that sort of stuff, and you'll be amazed on just how much, like how far you come from just watching other people do it. And it makes you feel good. I have to say, makeup does make you feel good. I feel like a lot more confident with makeup on. Like when I go out with just nothing on like this, my confidence is very, very low. Okay, I hardly talk to people. I'm very like in and out. Whereas when I go in with foundation and makeup on, I feel a lot more confident and I'm able to talk to people. I don't know why it is, but it does. It gives me more confidence. Yeah, I've learned so much and I'm still learning. Yeah, you've learned heaps, Shannon. Like, loved your live. That was awesome. You are made for this, really. Okay, so my Liquid Touch foundation brush, and all you do with this one, it comes in a dropper. So you shake it up well to get everything to mix together, and then it's like a couple of drops. Okay, so I'm only doing half a face, but you only need about 6 drops. Okay, and this one goes on wet, but then dries to a powder. And I've probably used too much for only half a face, but that's okay. Okay, so this one really does give you good coverage as well. It's only a medium coverage, is what they say, but I reckon it still gives you awesome coverage. And what I usually do is I mix up my BB cream in with it. You don't need to because it already has the moisture in it. And I also, and you know what I forgot? I didn't put primer on. Naughty me. But that's okay. Okay, you'll probably see the difference between not having primer on, but it still gives you the coverage. Okay, so it's medium coverage and it dries to a powder. Okay, and then I go in again with my brush and I just dab it in. And as the day actually goes on, it warms more up to your skin tone and it looks even a lot better. So as you can see, it's not as much coverage as this one. This one has a lot more coverage, but this one here still has quite a good coverage. Okay, so you can see with me not using primer, you can see that my pores show a lot more. That is why it's always good to wear primer. Okay, because if you can see here, the pores don't show as much because it's like a barrier, whereas this one, the pores are really showing up. Okay, my pores have actually shrunk a lot since using the skincare, so, which is good. So then you would also go over with your setting powder to set it, or you can use your foundation as well. Okay, and this again will set it into place so that it feels really nice, and it also helps smooth out those imperfections as well. So there you have it. Awesome coverage. Okay, I love the liquid gold in a bottle. That's what I call it, liquid gold in a bottle. You're gonna get that skincare package. Awesome, Shannon, I can't wait. You are going to love it. And I'm going to teach you how to do the business as well, because you are a natural. So there we have it. That's the cream. And this is the Liquid Touch. Okay, and you've seen the BB cream on its own and how it does even out your skin tone anyway. So if you don't want to wear really any foundation, but because you've got really good skin, but you want to have a little bit of moisture, then this one is really good for that, because it still gives you that tinted moisturizer to even out your skin tone, but it's just like a moisturizer. So that one's really good. Okay, then you've got your cream foundation, which is the one that's going to give you awesome coverage, like really intense coverage, but it does feel a lot more like it's still, with the setting powder over the top, it's not bad. Okay, it's a lot thicker, but it feels all right. It feels really good. Okay, so it's not wet and sticky and all that sort of stuff. And then you've got the powder foundation as well, which is also great coverage, but it's still like a medium coverage. Okay, so it's really good. This one is awesome to go over your foundation. So if you wear the Liquid Touch and you want to put a little bit more coverage over the top of it, you can do that, because this will give you even more coverage. So there you go, a lot more coverage. My skin is horrible dry. Okay, so with dry skin, give that one a go. Give the cream a go. But if you don't like the cream, try mixing the BB cream in with your Liquid Touch foundation. Okay, and make sure that you're dabbing it on, not smoothing it on. Okay, you need to dab it into those pores. But the cream foundation, the BB cream is going to give it that moisture. So there we have it. I do have dry spots on my face as well. I get a lot of dry spots here. But I'm finding the skincare is the key as well. Use your skincare. Okay, skincare is a must. Casey, actually the one that's coming out in February, which you're a presenter, honey, you can get 2 right now. Okay, the one that's coming out, the hydrating mask. Okay, the hydrating mask, it would be perfect for your dry skin. Okay, so that's one of the ones that you probably should get. Okay, and you get to buy 2 this month, and then it gets released in February. So we're lucky as presenters in that sense. And guess what, Shannon? Yours came today. So I will be sending that off to you today, so you'll be having that real soon. So if you're my VIPs, you actually got a choice to be able to have one. So that's awesome. Yeah, you will be getting it. Yeah, it's a must for dry skin, I reckon. That hydrating mask is going to be flying off the shelves. All these people that have dry skin are going to love it. I've got people already lined up wanting to get it. So it's going to be amazing once it's released in February. So there we have it. That one's the cream foundation. That one's the Liquid Touch with a bit of powder over the top of it. And it still gives you awesome coverage. Our makeup is fantastic. Our foundations are fantastic. It's really like personal preference on what you want. But really the Liquid Gold, I reckon, it's awesome for every skin type. So it's great for dry skin. It's great for oily skin. It's great for every skin type, okay, because it dries to a powder. Goes on wet, dries to a powder. Okay, so it's amazing for that. But you can always mix in with your BB cream if you just want that extra moisture, which is what I do, because I like to have just a little extra moisture. I mix it in with this. And then to have a little bit of extra coverage, I go and add my concealer to it. So I add all 3, put it on my brush, all 3 on my brush, and I put it all over my face, just so I can have that extra coverage and that extra moisture, and it works a treat. But as you can see, I've just used every single foundation on my face, and they're all great. all great for my skin. Okay, so it really doesn't make a difference on what one. It's really whatever you want. It will work for you. Okay, so if you want to be color matched, let me know and I will color match you. If you want to get anything, let me know as well. Okay, so thanks for joining me. I've just showed you all the foundations. Go back and watch if you're just joined in, and let me know what you think. Okay, please share the video as well. Sharing is caring. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you want to be added into my VIP group, put VIP in the comments and I will add you to my VIP group. And follow me. Okay, so if you're not a friend on my wall, but you want to follow me, just press follow and you can see every time when I go live, and I'll be trying to show you different things all the time. Okay, so thanks for joining me, guys. Be kind to others and I'll catch you all later. Bye.